You are now tuned into the Captain's Law Podcast
with your host, Rob Marbury.
All right, folks, we back in the lab. We back in the studio. This is the Captain's Log Podcast, home for your sports, which is NFL and NBA, and culture and perspective, which means whatever else the hell I feel like talking about, man. It's Ep.6, man. Thank y'all for taking some time to listen to me today, man. Today is February. What's the date? I'm sorry. February 10th, all right. We on Ep.6, man. I just blinked my eye, and we already 6 weeks in on the podcast, man. So very happy to be talking with you guys tonight, man. Thank y'all for taking y'all time out of your day. If you like what you're hearing now and in between or at the end of this, man, I invite you to subscribe to the podcast wherever you are streaming. This is an audio-only podcast. I don't do video no more. Ain't got the time, so... topics for the night are NFL Super Bowl 60, NFL players getting arrested, NFL honors recap, and on the NBA we got some scuffles going on, and we my Washington Wizards news or updates, I guess. Before I get into that, man, I usually do a how was your weekend? How was my weekend? And I always say, if you ever want to tell me how your weekend was, man, you can DM me on Marbury Amazing. That's Marbury, Marbury _ amazing. I want to lift this mic up a little bit. Give me a second, John. I want to lift it. There we go. I need it up a little bit. Yeah, that's Marbury, Marbury _ amazing. That's on Instagram. I'm on YouTube at Robert Marbury, where you can get the audio for the podcast on there, and I'll be posting a bunch of other stuff too. Be doing photography stuff, gaming, just creating regular content. I'm pretty much a regular guy. 40-year-old black male from Maryland, you know what I'm saying, born and raised in the DMV area, man. I'm here, and this is just something I just love to do. I got my own little studio in the crib, you know what I'm saying, and I just like to talk sports and other shit. But besides that, man, I won't hold y'all up. Let's get into it. All right. Well, no. I gotta do the weekend first. So, what did I do? Friday, chilled. Saturday went to a little pool hall. Friday went to a little pool hall with the fellas, you know what I'm saying, made a little video for that. Saturday chilled out because it was cold as hell. And Sunday went to my buddies for the Super Bowl, which we'll be getting into. All right, so that's it. Now let's get into it. Super Bowl 60. So just a quick game recap till I get into my analysis. Seahawks won. Congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks winning Super Bowl 60. They won 29-13. Congratulations to them guys, man. They worked hard. They was handling business. This was a defensive game, but the better team won. And as I said before even when they was in the playoffs, I just felt like the Seahawks was unstoppable. But just for shits and giggles, we'll do some stats. So Patriots stats, yeah, Drake May 27 for 43. 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, finished with a QBR of 79. On the running back side, they barely got any rushing yards. Drake May had the most rushing yards. More than the running backs, was about 37 yards. Then you had a few passes to Mac Hollins, 4 catches, 78 yards, and 1 touchdown. That's pretty much it as far as the Patriots stats. On the offensive side, there was a lot of short throws. Their defense was holding it down until they couldn't hold it no more. Pause. But on the Seahawks side, yeah, Sam Darnold, he went 19 for 38, 202 yards, 1 touchdown, finished with a QBR of 74.7. Super Bowl MVP, Kenneth Walker III, 27 carries, 135 yards. You talking about putting a team on his back. Big back ass. Then you had Cooper Kupp had 6 catches for 61 yards. He had 12 targets. Jackson Smith Najigba had 4 catches, 27 yards. He would have had more than this, but it looked like he had some sort of injury mid-game, and he went into the blue tent. He was out for a little bit, but he came back in at the end. But I think at that point, you know what I'm saying, they didn't really need him to do much. And honestly, we can also say, you know, another player of the game. He won't be MVP, but he definitely one of the players of the game to me. And that's the kicker, Jason Myers. He went 5 for 5. Like, the whole first half was all field goals. So 17 of them 29 points came from that gentleman right there. So good job to him. He gonna need it. He gonna need a contract for that. If he ain't got one already, you gonna have to peel that check back. All right. So my analysis on the game, man. So I felt like the game was boring, man. Honestly, I felt like this whole Super Bowl, it just didn't feel like the Super Bowl. It just felt like Sunday Night Football, man. I mean, when you got a game, you know, both teams, you know, number 1 defense or top 3, top 2 defense, you know, it took a little minute for that offense to get going. So, if anything, the defense was really putting on the show. And I want to give a shout out to Patriots cornerback Christian Gonzalez. Dog, on paper, it may not look like he did much, but I'm telling you right now, a lot of key passes that was knocked down was from him. A lot of passes that could have been house calls. He was on top of that shit, man. He is amazing on defense, man. He was doing good. He could have been a commander, but you know, we chose otherwise. But definitely big shout out to him, dog. He really did his thing. That was one of the key. If I had to name a key player from each team, I'm going to name him, and I'm going to name the kicker for Seahawks. But shout out to that guy, man. More to come from him. I think he a rookie, so I mean he gonna be doing good. Drake may look mediocre, you know what I'm saying? A lot of scrambling, wide receivers couldn't get open. Seahawks just had their number, man. Like this, whatever they was trying to throw at him, they was ready. That's why he scrambled. He scrambled like fucking 10 times. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what can you do, man? If your quarterback can't get going, you know what I'm saying? Your defense can only do so much. They're gonna wear out, and eventually they're gonna get scored on. That's how the score ended up what it was. But I tell you what, bro, that Kenny Walker, that K Walker III, that's a special running back there, bro. I think one of the reasons why I also feel like this Super Bowl was boring to me is because it was 2 teams that I haven't really seen any games this year. You know, even though Patriots is on the East Coast, they don't show a lot of Patriots games. Here in Maryland, we usually get Commanders games. We don't get that many Ravens games. We get some Commanders games. We get some Ravens games. We get a lot of Philly games. We get New York. We get like the Browns and shit, and like the Cincinnati. But it's quite a few teams that they don't really show. And I ain't seen not one Seahawk game until they went to the playoffs. So I guess I just really feel like I don't really know the team like that. I know that's crazy, me being a podcaster talking about sports, but shit, I ain't going out here to pay for no motherfucking red zone, so you can kill that. But when I look at the way Kenneth Walker runs, bro, like it's a combination of, hear me out. I'm looking at a combination of Le'Veon Bell, and I'm looking at a combination of Adrian Peterson. Now I'm going to tell you why. So if you was watching him in the game, right, when they was handing him the ball off, he wasn't just hanging the ball, just running full speed. He was very patient. And that's something that Le'Veon Bell was really good at when he was playing and he was in his peak. They would hike him the ball, and, you know, the defensive tackles and the linemen be scuffling up, and he would just kind of like stand there on, you know, bouncing on his tippy toes, and as soon as the hole would open, boom, he would run through. And then he would run, but he wouldn't run full speed. He would just go just enough to kind of get through until he got to like open field, and then he would take off. That's what Kenneth Walker is doing. I noticed he playing pretty safe. You know what I'm saying? Because it was that one play where he waited probably like 2 or 3 seconds and then just cut through that joint and then ran like a 30-yard run. So very patient runner. You know what I'm saying? Very smart, very strategic how he running. And he also ain't like trying to fight too many people off. So if they hike him the ball and he go and, you know, he already know that, you know, it's 3 people on, he ready to go down, he'll just go down. He ain't gonna sit there and keep trying to push. He ain't gonna keep sitting there trying to stiff arm the whole goddamn team. If he know he about to go out of bounds, he's just gonna run out of bounds. But when he gets to that open field, that's when you really see that speed. Because I was like, damn, is he fast? I feel like he wasn't really running. But then when he got in the open field, I was like, oh, okay. He's a big guy, too. So definitely well deserving of MVP, man. Bro, it ain't been an MVP running back since 1998, and that was damn Terrell Davis with the Broncos. Insane, right? So definitely, I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna be pissed if they would have gave it to the quarterback, because they usually always give it to the quarterback. So I'm glad that they ain't do that, man. Yeah, again, it was never at any point that I thought the Pats was gonna win this game. Shout out to Stephon Diggs, man, for making it to the Super Bowl, man. I know a lot of people did, think he was washed. And, even though he didn't win, it's still an accomplishment. Listen, it's still an accomplishment, all right, to make it to the Super Bowl. It's an accomplishment to the Patriots. You got a new coach, you know what I'm saying? You got a second-year quarterback that took y'all to the Super Bowl. So it's not enough. This ain't nothing light. This ain't no bullshit. Like, y'all still went to the Super Bowl, bro. It's still fucking a bunch of other teams that was sitting at home on the couch watching y'all, even though y'all lost. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was a mediocre game, but you still made it to the Super Bowl. Can't nobody take that away from y'all. But as far as the game, let's move into the commercials, right? So commercials, disappointing. I'm just gonna lay it out there. The commercials that's what I look for, man. I look for the commercials when I look for the game. If I have to rank it in order, it's commercials, game, and then halftime show. I don't know if it's because we just at a day and age where, like, you know what I'm saying, it's, we just real, you got to walk on eggshells when you making stuff, or, the commercials are super expensive. But I just really feel like they didn't really give us nothing. Like, I feel like the funniest commercial was whatever the joint of Ben Stiller, I guess he was like a rock star or something. And then the joint of what's his name? The tight end commercial when it was about prostate cancer. That shit was hilarious. But that was like the only one that was funny. The rest of them shits was like, what the fuck was Mike Tyson talking about? Like, the rest of them joints was some bullshit for real. And it wasn't even hardly no movie like screenings. Like, it's a bunch of fucking movies coming out this year. And all you gave us was fucking Brad Pitt and another goddamn movie with some thick ass sideburns. And then you gave us Mario, and then you gave us Minions. That's it. We couldn't get another Avengers Doomsday trailer. All these goddamn superheroes about to be in this movie. We can't get no trailer, but you'll give us another trailer next week on a random middle of the day that's fucking 2 seconds long. So definitely dropped the ball on the commercials. The commercials was whack as hell. So with the commercials being whack and then the game being mediocre, I was already kind of like whatever. And as far as the halftime show, I'm gonna say this: I'm neutral on the halftime show. Number one, I'm neutral on the halftime shows because I'm never looking forward to any of the halftime shows. Not no Kendrick Lamar, not no fucking Jay-Z, not no Kid Rock, not no Snoop. I don't really care about it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care about it because it's one of them situations where you can't please everybody. Like, some people just figure, football, it should be some rock and roll star, or it should be a band up there or something like that. Some people feel like it should be rappers, it should be Drake, it should be Kendrick. Some people feel it should be Maroon 5 or Andre 3000, whoever the fuck. Like, you're just never going to be able to please everybody. So I usually try not to participate in shit to where, like, it's gonna be a disagreement, because that's all that was online. You know what I'm saying? All day yesterday and today was Bad Bunny's performance. And now, another reason why I say I'm neutral is because when I was at my buddy's house watching the game, he didn't have his subtitles on. So I was like, oh damn, he's speaking Spanish the whole joint. So at that point, all I could do was just watch. You know what I'm saying? Visually, I think it looks the same. It looked the same as every other performance. There's a whole bunch of goddamn props, whole bunch of people, a lot of dancing, a lot of singing, a couple of features there. I think that was Lady Gaga and Ricky Martin on there. It's pretty much the same thing, man. So I ain't tripping off of it. You know what I mean? Well, once I looked up, everything that was said after, I was like, okay, well, he's sending a message. You know what I'm saying? Because you see, old boy in the White House, he wasn't too pleased about it. But again, that's another situation. You know what I'm saying? It could have been somebody else. Wasn't complaining about Kendrick Lamar last year like this? They're always gonna complain about something, bro. So I try to stay out of shit like that. But look, man, give everybody a chance, man. You know what I'm saying? At this point, anybody can do the fucking can do the Super Bowl halftime show. You could put me up there and put me in a fucking suit and let me sing some old 60s or some shit. But if I'm giving the whole experience my overall rating, I didn't even know the goddamn Pro Bowl fucking flag football shit. That shit came on like the middle of the week. Man, look. I give it a 2 out of 5, man. 2 out of 5 overall for the Super Bowl. Game was boring. You know what I'm saying? Commercials was subpar. Halftime show was neutral. I give it a 2 out of 5. Let me know if y'all disagree with that or not. On the other news, man, we got domestic violence in the NFL. I'm going to tell you right now, if it's one thing you don't fuck around with in the NFL, you don't put your hands on no fucking women, bro. You don't. So this dickhead, Atlanta Falcons rookie defensive end James Pierce Jr. arrested in connection with WNBA star Rakia Jackson. It's a pretty lady, too. So allegedly, Rakia Jackson told the police she ended a 3-year relationship. She blocked his number, and then he used another phone number to call her. She texted him, said leave her alone. That next day, she noticed him following her in his Lamborghini. He jumped out the car, tried to open her door. She drove to a police station where he had followed her and attempted to rear-end her in your Lamborghini. You bugging. Police arrived, ordered him to the ground at gunpoint. He tried to drive off, striking an officer in the knee with the car. Crashed at an intersection, tried to run, and was resisting arrest. He's got 5 charges. I hope it was worth it, bro. Because at the minimum, he gonna be out the NFL, bro. Like, NFL, man, y'all they already be shortchanging y'all, man. Y'all be putting y'all bodies on the line, man. You just go to therapy or something, man. You really out here trying to grab this woman up. Now your career's fucked. An example has to be set. Roger Goodell got to get you out of there. Look at Ray Rice. Even though that shit was clear as day, but come on, bro. Like, they don't fuck around with it in sports, period. They don't fuck around with the domestic violence, bro. So I think it's safe to say that this guy's career is over. I wish you the best, but then again, if you out here putting your hand on women, I don't wish you the best. But I'm not going to even get that shit too much energy, bro. But, figure it out, bro. Next thing we got is NFL honors. All right, I'm just going to go through the list of folks who made it. And then, of course, I got to talk about my good man who won Man of the Year. So if you're living under a rock and you didn't know, MVP this year is Matt Stafford of the Rams, well deserving. Even though they was making jokes online because he got his 4 daughters, they all look like they're like the same age, and he was giving their name. They was making fun of him and shit. Then you got Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. Come on now, unanimous. Broke the record. Broke the sack record this year. You got Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't want to mess his name up. It is Tataroa McMillan, Panthers wide receiver. Then you got Protector of the Year. Is this new or they've been doing this? Protector of the Year, offensive lineman Joe Thuney of the Bears. Comeback Player of the Year, Christian McCaffrey, well deserving because he had that, I think his ACL injury. And, once them running backs get hurt, they be left for dead for real. Coach of the Year, Mike Vrabel, absolutely. First year coach taking your team to the playoffs. Come on, man. They pretty spot on with these. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Carson Schweissinger of the Browns. That's crazy that he out there with Myles Garrett. So, but their record don't reflect. Offensive Player of the Year, Jackson Smith-Njigba. Well deserving, man. I watched this dude, man. I had to go back and look at some highlights. I was like, I didn't really see what's going on because I just feel like, Comcast has failed me with showing these good games, but he legit. And Assistant Coach of the Year, Josh McDaniels of the Pats. Just go ahead and be a fucking head coach, man. Cut the shit out. And lastly, man, my good man, Bobby Wagner, Washington Commander, wins Walter Payton Man of the Year, bro. I'm so happy, man. Where my claps at? Where my clap? Clap it up for my man. All right. 319-year-old Bobby Wagner won Man of the Year. I still think somehow, some way, the Commanders need to find a way to keep him. I think he still got some gas in the tank. I'm gonna play his acceptance speech, man, because why not, man? Hold on, give me a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year, Bobby Wagner.
Man, it's hot. I really didn't think I was going to win this award. I almost didn't even come, to be honest. I'm glad I did. I want to thank the Payton family. I want to thank Nationwide for honoring me. I want to thank my family. I'm truly grateful for the love and support. I'm going to talk about my mom a lot, but before I do that, I want to talk about my dad because I feel like a lot of the times, when my mom passed, that was the person that they asked about the most because they wanted to know how I was dealing with it. And my dad was right there and helping me out a lot. And he was kind of the silent person in my corner that doesn't get the love that he always deserves. So I want to take this time to thank him too. I didn't realize how hard it was to be a father until I got 2 kids of my own. And I realized there's a lot of work that goes unseen, a lot of sacrifices that they make, a lot of time spent away trying to provide for a family. And it made me appreciate the job that he did. So I'm truly grateful for him. But y'all seen the picture, man. I cannot be up here and not talk about my mom. She is and will ever be my rock. She's the reason why I'm standing up here. She's a person that had, confidence in me when I didn't even have confidence in myself. A quick story, I had one job before the NFL, just one, and I only had it for about a month. I got fired. But she kind of pulled me aside and, she was asking me after I got fired, like, why was I working? And I told her I was working to help her and help the family out. And she told me, I really feel like you can make it to the league and I want you to focus on that. And she said, I got you. And those words always ring in my ear. Every time I try to help somebody, every time I see somebody in need, I say, I got you. Because we are look at this room. This room is truly blessing and truly special room full of so many amazing people. And there's so much we can do together. I know there's a lot of craziness going on in this world right now, but, there's not much this room can accomplish. And we can be the people that say to the world that I got you. And so as, the world looks crazy, as things get crazy, somebody's going to be looking up to somebody, wondering if they have somebody that said, I got you. And I hope that I'm the light to say that I got you. And me standing here is my mom in current flesh. And she's not able to be here, but she lives through me. And everything I do is for her. And I honor her every chance that I get. Her love and support is the reason why I'm standing here. And, I wouldn't be here without her. And so, again, every time y'all see my face, every time y'all see me do something y'all consider that's cool or dope, just know that it's her and I'm in the flesh and she's not here right now, but she's here through me. And so there's no way that I can accept this award without saying you are really thanking her. So thank you guys.
Shout out to Bobby Wagner, man. I could tell when he was giving the speech, man, it sounded like he was a little nervous, but it was coming from the heart, man. And, definitely him acknowledging, his father, man, resonate with me. My father passed, man, December 5th, 2025, may he rest in peace, man. So I just, I appreciate anybody, cherish your parents, man, while they're here, because you just never know. You blink your eye, they'll be gone. But that's all I got for the NFL, man. Let's move on to NBA. Since there's no more football, I'm going to be balls deep, in NBA now, man. So I got to watch more games. Y'all got to make it a little bit more watchable. But, yeah. Anyway, man, so not too much going on. I'm not covering no All-Star Weekend shit because there ain't really nothing going on not yet. But we do got some fights, though, man. It seemed like as of lately, man, y'all really been out here trying to scuffle, man. And I ain't talking about that pushing bullshit that we be doing, that pushing that in each other's face and then wait for everybody to get around you and grab you. then try to go at you. Nah, I'm talking about they going at each other. They swinging. 2 fights in the same night, two different games. First, you got the Hornets versus the Pistons. Pistons won this game by 6, but shit, Pistons look like they was really about to serve their ass up. You had Hornets, Musa Diabate and Miles Bridges tossed from the game. And then you had Pistons, Jalen Duran and Isaiah Stewart ejected. Ain't Jalen Duran in the dunk contest? I wonder if they're gonna have to replace him for that. But yeah, when we start fighting, I mean, I watched it and I just seen, just a little scuffle, and then I seen him put, the old boy Musa putting his head on Jalen's head, and then Jalen mushed his ass. And next thing you know, they got to going. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was really, really trying to go. Like, really trying to go, bro. But I'm going to tell you right now, when Miles Bridges tried to jump in that shit, bro, Isaiah Stewart ran off the bench. He wasn't even in the game. Ran straight at him. And that's when I was like, oh, shit. Like, you got a loose cannon out there. Man, Isaiah Stewart, he been waiting for this shit his whole NBA career to get out there trying to really wreck somebody, because he a hard body player. He one of them players, like, this nigga ain't really out here to play basketball. He just really out here to foul people. You can call him like a new age, like Ben Wallace or some shit, or Ron Artest. But yeah, that shit was crazy. All that's going on, and then you just look at Duncan Robinson. He just turned around and started walking away, which is crazy. Is because it was a couple of games before that where Isaiah Stewart was getting ready to get into it with somebody, but he ended up backing off. And Duncan Robinson was like, man, that's growth right there. That's growth. Shit, that's out the window. That wasn't even 2 games. And back on the bullshit. So, I don't know, bro. I'm expecting I don't know. I'm thinking maybe like at least a 5-game suspension for that, man, because I think running off the bench make it worse. I can see if you was in the game, but punches thrown, like punches going in, like he was hitting Miles Bridges in the head, bro. So I'm expecting Isaiah Stewart to get the longer suspension out of the rest of the players, though. So I'm thinking he might get between 5 to 10. I think they give Jalen Duran probably, they got to give him at least 3, and they got to give the Musa dude probably between 1 to 3. I think you at minimum you got to give at least 3 games out, man. Then you got the second fight. You know what I'm saying? Timberwolves versus the Hawks. Nas Reed, my man Nas. And this other guy, Muhammad Gueye. I'm gonna just say Muhammad G. They get in the scuffle as well. Not to mention they get in the scuffle, and then one of the players who try to break it up become an innocent bystander. Got this big ass scratch on his neck, but they swinging too. So I'm like, damn, what's going on? Now I don't think that this warrants more than maybe a 1-game suspension. But, I mean, if you want to talk about, the possible injury of another player, I mean, you probably bump it to 3. I don't think this is between 1 and 3 games for them. But, hey, I have been complaining that basketball been watered down. There's been a lot of flopping. There's been a lot of pussy-ass shit going on. So, if this is what y'all want to give me, I mean, I'll take it. Shit. I'm waiting for Dylan Brooks to get into it with LeBron again. That's what I like to see. I like Dylan Brooks, man. You know why I like him? Because he don't give a fuck. All right? Dylan Brooks don't give a fuck who you are. He don't give a fuck what you didn't want. He don't care. He don't fear nobody. You know what I'm saying? Now, he ain't no superstar, nothing like that. But like, I think you need more Dylan Brooks in the league, man. Keep shit spicy. Everybody want to be fucking friends, man. It used to be like that. It was like you was the enemy. Now everybody buddy. They lose, get smoked by 30, and then go out with the team that smoked their ass, go out to the club together. So I don't like that. And my last thing, the Wizards. I got a Wizards update, man. So, of course, we got Anthony Davis. If you're living under a rock, you ain't know we picked him up for shit. We gave him half the house to pick his ass up. And he's out for the season. So, he already had hand ligament damage, and he's got a groin injury. So, the Wizards are electing to go ahead and sit him down for the rest of the year. Is anybody surprised about this? I mean, I would have been surprised if he would have been playing by now if he was going to come. All these players who got traded on the deadline, they're already playing. So I already knew when he got picked up and he came to the team, he didn't come to the next game. We already knew what time it was. And he's wearing number 23 jersey. So I don't know. They trying to relate that to Jordan. I'm like, nah, nigga. Just get us some wins. Now the question is, are we going to play Trae Young? Now, initially, Trey, they said that they was going to rest Trey Young, let him keep rehabbing until after All-Star weekend. But I mean, let's be honest. Like, do y'all think it's smart to play him? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we getting out of it? I mean, right now we're 14-38. We got a second worst record in the East, which is the worst record in the East is the Pacers, which is insane. A team that was in the finals last year, and now they in last place in the Eastern Conference. But I don't know, dog. I honestly think that I wouldn't be upset if Trey don't play. I mean, at this point, we only got 14 games. I mean, we done lost some first-round picks, but we can still get something out the draft, though. So I say let him sit and let the youngins ball, and then do whatever you're going to do in the offseason, hopefully get something out the draft, and then go from there. At least everybody fresh. I think if you bring Trey in, you know what I'm saying, whatever low-ass chemistry they got, he might mess it up. Or he might fuck around and get out there feeling like he got something to prove. You know what I'm saying? He already out here wearing Capital jerseys, wearing Georgetown jerseys, Wizards jerseys. Shit, I think he might be wearing Commander jersey too. He really trying to fully embrace the area. I feel like Nick can't dress either. I don't know. I don't like them fits. I don't like the jewelry. I don't think he can dress. He hit the house now. We gotta get him together. But if they decide to shut him down, I wouldn't be upset. But definitely don't try to. We're not coming back in and we're gonna go undefeated since he been on the team. That is of no benefit. It is of no benefit to start winning games now. Like, go ahead and it's hard for me to say because I don't like no tanking bullshit. But go ahead, tank it up and just see what we can get, and then we come back fresh with two. You know what I'm saying? One was been and could still be superstars. I'll be excited next year. I'm not excited right now. I'm just like, all right, okay, but we still need a couple pieces, but I need them to be healthy. So if Anthony Davis has he ever played a full fucking season? Like, has he ever played like 90, 85% of a season? I don't know. But if he can give us a good, strong season, I think we'll be fine. But I say shut him down. But that's all I got for tonight, man. I'm gonna go dress this up. This is actually supposed to have been out this morning. So I got a new way, man, that I write my notes. I used to write them all down in this notebook and say bright ideas. I thought it was cool because it's something I could just go back and look at later. But then as time went by, I just realized that shit's slowing me down. I'm like, I'll have all these notes I have in my phone, and then I'm going to write the same notes down that I got in Notion. Like, just use the fucking Notion, bro. Like, the nostalgia and shit, all that is cool, but if we want to get the product out, like, you need to streamline the shit and get it out. So that was what my hold up was. My plan now is to just keep my Notion app up, and throughout the week just populate it with my notes there, and then right before I record, just go over it. Whatever I don't feel like resonates for me, erase it. So whether it's a 35-minute episode or a 13-minute, at least what I'm saying is meaningful. I don't want to be on here like just babbling and shit. So, but this it though, man. So again, man, subscribe, man. Come on, look, if you made it to 33 minutes, if you made it to the end of this, you might as well go ahead and subscribe, man. Go ahead and do that for your boy, you hear me? But you listen to the Captain's Law podcast, man, and I'll see y'all next week. Captain out.